I was born in Babalawo. They say that when I came from heaven, I was divine. They say when I was in my mother's womb, I was divine, and I came out of my mother's womb divine. Uh, I'm kind of grateful, but in the beginning, I fought very hard not to be a Babalawo. Uh, I remember the night it was presented to me, and I went to sleep that night. It seemed like all my ancestors were standing over the bed, all the ones who had one arm before me say, you know you got to do this. And I pondered, and I pondered. Then eventually the day came where I was initiated as a Babalawo. And it was real strange because I remember me almost killing 3 Babalawos trying to clean me. That's how bad, how much negative energy I had on me, you know. But when they finally got me clean after the 3rd day, I went into sessions of IRA for 21 straight days. And at that particular time, I didn't know what it meant. But evidently from the reaction of them, it must have been very powerful. They went on to tell me that, oh, we knew you was coming 20 years ago. You know, like, and you're gonna be able to do this and you're gonna be able to do that. I think about it because I've always known I had a Babalawo spirit because it's almost like the spirit of the crocodile, you know. Super aggressive. Even if he ain't hungry, he gonna eat you. Or if he ain't gonna eat you, he gonna take you down to the lab and leave you there till he get hungry, you know. And I've always had that passion for everything I've ever done. Aggressive. I started to learn and I started to, you know, follow this Babalawo around and learn the things that he learned. And I got very successful. I think about my God sitting here. Because, you know, I could have never got here except by my father, Bobby G. Benton, and I always have to give thanks to him, you know. And also my mother, but I had to get here first by my father, you know. And I always talk about him because I know that I got some attributes that I got from him. And my grandfather, his name was Bobby Benton as well. So, you know, that was my God's God, you know. You know, sometimes I look back and I think about what's meant for you, you're gonna get it. And the whole world gonna be able to see, you know, it's not like you decided you was gonna do this. This was in your destiny, you know. This was in your destiny to be a Babalawo. You know, people think about their lives and how they're gonna be, and they can never tell from the stargate, never tell from the stargate, you know. You know that you know it's all kind of challenges and people go their directions. The only thing I want people to do is just have some acceptance, you know, of where another person's at. It's going to be very informative to the point that it's going to affect the entire galaxy. That means that everything living and breathing is going to be able to adapt to the situation. Well, my intentions is to basically tell each individual when they were beamed from the galaxies down here.
Right.
Everybody has a head. Shango
Oh.
here, Lagoon here,
Right.
Obatala here,
Yeah.
Yamanze here, Oya here, Lumala here, Ishu here. You know, they are, and once they find out about that head, it seems like it opens up a whole nother way of looking at things. I prided myself on being somewhat an intellectual. You know, I got a BA, MPA, and I got a year of law school, but you know, I call those slave accolades because we were scholars long before universities. So we always on a different knowledge or a different level than most people. But see that when you get to the point where you're able to communicate with the ancestors are the ones who been here. When they tell you about that energy, they say, you can't die. Well, that energy cannot die. This physical body can die, but the energy can't. So a lot of things that I'm getting now is through the energy of the ancestors. And I know it. I can feel myself walking through it. Right now, I've been living in Ugbe next to a Yeku for the last week, and I'll probably be in it the next 2 weeks. But I'm grateful anyway. Thank you. Childhood friend, I'm waiting on the other one. You know, it's just great tonight, man. I'm so grateful to my mother and my ancestors who brought me this far, man. It's amazing. Right on. Yes, sir. Chump like me, man, from the Robert Taylor home, man. That's right, man. That's right. Yes, I believed in it, man. That's you understand what I'm saying? I know it came from God, but you were destined. You were destined to be here, brother. Yes, sir. You were destined. You know, this was all set up, divine order, brother.
We are recognizing the Babalawo. We're giving honor to the birthday of the Araba, the Babalawo, doing business as Bobby Penny. And I know all of y'all know Bobby, which is now the Babalawo, which is the priest of America who has taken us back to the origin of our roots. And those origins are from the first religion of the Europe. I remember when the Babalawo told me about casting shells, and it sounded okay. I went through it because I'm a theologian, which is a guy who studies religion and stuff. And then after he told me about casting shells and how deep that was in the Bible, I really didn't know that. So then I went home, and I just said, yeah, that's good, bro. And then I was watching TV the next week. And the next week on television, they had a program called The Bible. And in the Bible program, they had Abraham. And Abraham was considering having his wife a surrogate wife to deliver a child. And before he did that, he casted shells. And they showed this on television in the movie. I said, wow, that's real. They did that. And that stayed on for about all of 30 to 90 seconds. But it happened. And so I began to, so it was a transformative moment for me. Oh, this is real. Now, in theology school, or the University of Chicago, they tell you about Europe, but they say that's y'all stuff, that's black people stuff. And if y'all want to do that, go do that. But as far as us, we Christian over here. Now y'all go back to Europe, it's authentic, it's real, and but we ain't doing that. We doing that's what they say. We doing the Chicago Theological Seminary, just moved down to a new school. Okay. So the Babalawo says, he says, I'm here to create a new world. I said, me too. He said, I'm recruiting 5,000 warriors. I said, great, right on, brother, do that. But then I said, well, you know, actually you represent 5,000 men. And he said, well, 10. I said, well, be 5,000.
Okay.
And so we've been friends and comrades ever since that day.
Amen.
And I don't see the Babalawo, but we have a blessing to be here in his recognition. But one thing I'll say about the Babalawo, every time he's around me, he's a great recruiter.
Church.
He's educating everybody. He says, I'm the Babalawo, and I'm here to create a new world. And I do divining, and I cast shells, and he's educating people right off the top all the time. I said, man, this brother always telling me about what he's doing, and he's doing it. Great way to do it. If you don't do it, it won't be done.
Hey, church.
And so that's why we're here tonight. We're here tonight to give recognition to the Babalawo who's made a transformation from street brother, which is great. You can't get no greater being from the street in Chicago.
All right.
Are y'all street people? I see all the head brothers here, so I know they know from where they come from. We'd like to give an acknowledgement to the reason of this great occasion. The Atun Rabba is here. And as he comes in, we're going to say, we're going to say Happy Earth Day, okay? And I'll leave that. Is that all right? Over here, is that all right? Happy Earth Day. Happy, hey guys, hey. Yeah, Rabba. The Araba, the Otto Araba, recognition.
I just want to thank everyone for coming out. If I knows that any funds that I get come from him, and he says that I have to share them with everybody. If I say when I eat, everybody got to eat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm so grateful to be here. You know, I'm a man of small words, but I work the battlefield. I've been down in the valley. You understand me? Where they really need help at. I'm so grateful to this brother right here because I waited almost 60 years to be woke up. And he came and he saved me. Thank you, brother.
You know, I know he would want me to start this off traditionally for you. And one of the things we would do traditionally is that we would take a moment, and the first people we would call upon would be our ancestors. So, you know, me and my cousin, and see the thing, one of the things traditionally, right, before we even get started, because where this tradition comes from, there are no cousins, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews. You know, there's only mothers and fathers and children. So you have age mates, and an age mate would be considered someone who was in your age group, give or take, 8, 10 years, something like that, right? Plus or minus, I guess, in that group. So, but if he's older than that, he's not in your age group, and he's in your family, it's your father. And so, this occasion, and we get to honor, for me, our fathers. And on my cousin's birthday, my father, interesting thing, my father, he gave me a call and he said, man, I want you to go see your cousin Bobby. And here we are. So when we talk about our titles and things, because just recently I've been talking with my brothers and sisters in Nigeria very recently. And, there's lots of protocols and all that stuff, which, on such a joyous occasion I won't bother you with. But as the professor asked me to speak about Otun Arba. Otun Arba is, Otun means right. So it is the Arba on the right. And then in the tradition, the right means goodness. So Otun Arba is the Arba of goodness. Kind, beneficent, and all the wondrous works he's done throughout his life. It's a wonderful thing to be acknowledged for your work.
Amen.
So I'm glad that, that the ancestors brought us together so that we could celebrate this today. Monumentous occasion before bringing an ancestral title home. And a lineage title, because this goes to the family. And we want to maintain it. It's a monumentous task. I think what you've seen, so all of you who know my cousin, all of you know his works, and you know his life, so then you know how fitting that title is. So I'll start with the fight. Akoni Lorambi Ekanemi, Ibakoda, Ibasheda, Lojoni, Bareo, Ibashe Lofi, Ibashe Rumula, Ibashe Rumole, Ibashe Bobo Gungula, Iba she bobo babalawo, ati yanifa. Iba she bobo babalo shati lo shepani. And to the ancestors, Mujiba, Shabi Batu, Mujiba Shungwa Deva, Tujiba, the Yagwa Deva, Tujiba, the life, Renting, Tujiba Ferry Shosiba, Tujiba Ferry Apple, Musiba, Tujiba Bunjobi, Tujiba Felipe Zalveto, Tujiba Ye, Tujiba Snowbite, Tujiba Primate, Tujiba Tunumare, Tujiba Tunfane, Tujiba Yaki, Tujiba Famarochi, Tujiba Risha Tunga Fashi, Tujiba Shamu, Tujiba Bumi, Tujiba Bumi, Tujiba Shalakwe, Tujiba Masemi, Tujiba Ulu, Tujiba Dayways, Tujiba Babalafi, Tujiba James, Tujiba Chibe, Tujiba Ye, Tujiba Ye, Oba, Sage, and from the King, Tujiba Afilabi, Apueda, Tujiba Koda Melo Chico Fisai, Tujiba Ia no Chiba, Tujiba Babalawo Destiny, Baba Day, Baba Show, Mujiba Shane, Mujiba Ia Monday Mujiba Obindia, Iba Mujiba Bobo Awo Dania Ye, Mujiba Fonda Otum Araba, Fonja, Obafemi, Shegun, Iba Mujiba Bobo, Babalawo Shati Bobo Yanifa, Ati Babalawo, Iba Mujiba Mai Gumiba, Mujiba Gumula, Iba Mujiba Lakba, Mujiba Babalawo, Iba Mujiba Lido, Iba Mujiba Guye, Iba Mujiba Bobo, Iba Mujiba Ife, Iba Mujiba Yabuya, Awoti, Ekbe Ungu, Iba Mujiba Bobo Nuna, Adile Tirelemi, Iba Femi, Iba Abipwe, Ashe. Happy birthday, cuz.
Speaking into the sacred covenants, to the ancestors and the deities.
Agunda Meiji.
Total victory.
Ifa says,
You cannot tell a lie face to face without your eyes dilating because your head will not allow it. Ifa says a war is coming. but Ogun and Obatala will win it for you if you do your part to sacrifice. Use no weapons, no quarrels with anyone, give gifts to women, be careful not to wind up in jail, and the client will have victory. And the sacrifice is
Big fish.
to Ogun.
Big fish sacrifice. I can do that. Use technology wisely, no quarrels, and victory. Time to go to work.